187, guys, whenever I see that notification pop up. Yeah, screw it. We won't even wait for the notification. We're doing it live.
If you need my attention and can't hear you, just do like a finger wiggle out here. And I'll see it, okay?
Do the finger wiggle. All right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome to the 187th episode of Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to subscribe to our official newsletter so we can make sure you never miss an episode. And we will make fucking sure you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. And one of your hosts, JAMAL Jafra, alongside Brent, Budokai Bass.
Hey, there you go.
There it is.
That works.
I was looking for something I haven't used.
Dragon Ball Bass. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Bass. That works, actually. Speaking of which, I finished Dragon Ball Z, and I'm now in Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, so it's too late for
Have you
to play.
watched Dragon Ball Super before, or is this like the first time?
I've never watched Dragon Ball Super. I watched the movie of Battle of the Gods or whatever, like whenever it was in theaters, which Dragon Ball Super is like it includes that. Like that is like the first like 10 episodes or something, somewhere in there is like all of the Battle of the Gods movie. So which I didn't know that. Basically the way it works is after the Majin Buu series ends, so like right whenever Majin Buu is killed, it picks up.
Spoiler alert! No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, there's a little bit of stuff happening there where so like Super comes in, and then after Super, it goes back to the old series, like where
like a flashback or like.
Well, I haven't watched all of Super. I just know that like so at the end of the Majin Buu series. Spoiler alert, Brent. I'm gonna ruin it for you. Majin Buu dies, and then like the bad Buu dies, and then is resurrected as a benevolent Buu, and his name is Oob. Now, but all of this happens after Super. So like all of this happens in the original series, but Super happens in the middle of it. So like Super is not like I don't know how to explain it. Like if by the official canon,
doesn't he go like Mega Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Super? How does this happen in the middle?
I don't know. Like, and it's not in the middle. It's like GT is a different timeline. No. GT. So this happens before GT.
By the way, guys, we have a new person on the show. The voice you might have just heard off camera is if you've ever watched Joe Rogan's show, we've got a Jamie now. Our Jamie.
Devin Mayer is our Jamie.
Our Jamie's name is Devin. He's great. He will answer any questions we might have on the show. But he was fact-checking JAMAL on the Dragon Ball. Sorry.
So GT is the like canceled out. Like they were trying to make a sequel to Dragon Ball Z with GT, and it only got like 63 episodes in before they canceled it. So what I'm talking about with Oob happened in the original Dragon Ball Z series. And so what happens is it goes all the way up to like the last 3 episodes, minus the 3 episodes, put Dragon Ball Super, and then cap it off with those last 3 episodes. That's how it works, which makes it's like, why and how did they make this happen? But yes, that's exactly how it goes.
Well, it seems really complicated.
It sounds complicated, but once you watch all of Dragon Ball Z or play through Kakarot, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I know that Dragon Ball Super is like DLC for Kakarot. Actually, I think they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's like
dude.
the newest DLC they put out or whatever.
That might be the best way to play or to get the whole series then.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Except for original Dragon Ball, but you know.
Yeah, but nobody wants that.
Nobody cares about
Nobody
that.
wants that.
Anyway, so what have you been doing, bro? Other than that, just that?
So I'm in Dragon Ball Super. I watched Bly Manor, or
Oh.
not all of it yet. I'm almost done.
I finished it.
Haunting. How did you give your review of it?
It's not as scary as Haunting of Hill House, but it's just as like mind fucky. It's almost not. You almost can't even call it a horror show. It's so not scary. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely not scared when I'm watching it.
They kind of marketed it the wrong way because like the way the trailers made it look like it looked like it was gonna be fucking scary. And Haunting of Hill House was pretty scary
Till the end.
till the end. But this is like the opposite of that. It's like boring as fuck until the end.
Yeah,
But
I
also,
agree.
I watched the whole thing in like 2 or 3 sittings, so I can't really say it was that boring. Otherwise, I wouldn't have watched the whole thing. And you know, the end was pretty mind fucky. The whole show is a mind fuck. It's worth watching. I do have like one problem with the show, but I don't want to ruin anything for you. So when you finish it,
Then
let
we'll
me know,
talk.
and
We'll talk shit about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
shit about it.
Yeah, from what I've watched so far, I'm like, okay, this is like, it feels like a campfire story, like, but as a show, like they're just like, there was this manor, and in the manor there was like some spooky things happening, and I'm telling you, it was haunted, and then like that's the story, and like, but it's like, oh, but they were in love at the same time, and things were going around like diseases. And then it's like, I don't know what that part meant, but, you know, okay, I'll take it, you know?
I just think if you go into this expecting like a horrifying, if you go into this expecting to be scared, you're going to be disappointed. If you go into this expecting to
British people and
like British people and like M. Night Shyamalan style twists, then you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good story, but it's not a good horror story.
Yeah, agreed.
And then I've been watching Evil.
Evil. What do you think about that?
I like it.
That's a little more horrifying than
It's definitely more horrifying.
Bly Manor.
Like the weird like George guy.
Oh,
is
yeah.
definitely creepy.
He's weird. I like Mike Coulter a lot, even though he like acts exactly the same in everything he's in.
Who's Mike Coulter?
The big black guy that's like the priest guy.
The handsome black guy.
Yeah, he's the same in every role, but you know.
What else is he in?
He was Luke Cage
okay.
in the Marvel Luke Cage universe
Gotcha.
or whatever. you know?
Gotcha. Yeah.
He did some other stuff too, you know, but he's always that same character, like the mild manner. Yeah, he was in Jessica Jones, but he played Luke Cage in Jessica Jones. He was also in that mashup show where they were all in it together, the Defenders or whatever.
The Defenders. I find it really interesting that it has like this feel of like a Scooby-Doo plot. Like it feels like each episode is like I don't know how to explain it.
It does feel real Scooby-Doo. It's kind of like, you know, it feels a lot like the Exorcist show. Did you ever watch the Exorcist TV show?
No.
It's almost the same plot.
You might be the only person in the world that's watched the Exorcist.
It wasn't a bad show. It was an okay TV show, but it's a very similar plot to what
it reminds me of Law and Order SVU or whatever,
Yeah.
where like it's
It's
just
CSI or something.
yeah.
where
At the
every
beginning
episode,
of it, he's like, "We got a new file," and the guy's like, "I don't know if I believe this one," and you know, like the guy who's like, he's like, "I went in, and I checked, and there's no way this could have been faked or whatever." It's like, oh, so you hired a guy to do like the simplest job, which is like, does this look photoshopped? No, okay. Yeah, it's like.
yeah, it does kind of have that Criminal Minds kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I enjoy
I kinda
it.
like that,
I like
though,
that
yeah.
feeling. It's good popcorn entertainment.
Yes,
you know, like
that's the perfect description for it.
yeah. So what have you been doing? That's all the movies and stuff or shows I've been watching.
Well, let's see. I tried to watch that Adam Sandler movie.
Dude, I watched the trailer for that and I was like, I can't do this.
I got like 10 minutes into it, and like I was forced to choose between turning it off and cutting my fucking eyeballs out of my head. It was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life, dude.
It was literally just him playing his old characters. Like he was just like, I'm gonna be Little Nicky again, or like Billy Madison, and this is like It's Halloween though.
It was bad, dude. I saw this article and it was like a throwback to this interview that Adam Sandler did, and he like before Uncut Gems came out, he was like, if I don't win an award for Uncut Gems, I'm gonna put out the worst movie you guys have ever seen just to fuck with y'all. And
okay, I'm actually pretty happy about that then. He's like back to that like where he's just like, I don't know what's going on, guys, and then it's like I can't do an Adam Sandler voice, but you get the like just picture back to his old movies like that got him famous, and that's all this is, but with Halloween.
But like not funny.
But not funny.
But like the jokes don't land.
I mean, even back then, I feel like some of the jokes didn't really land.
Yeah, but they had some like, I don't know, there were some funny parts in like Billy Madison and shit. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like a fucking classic.
Like
you know
Nudie
what I mean?
Magazine Day and all that stuff. Yeah, I remember some good stuff from there. Definitely some hits.
Oh, you know what I've been watching, man?
What's that?
Fucking okay. Well, I watched a little bit of The Boys, but I've mostly been like catching up again with my girlfriend. Like I watched the first 4 episodes without her.
Yeah.
And then I went back and rewatched the first 4 episodes like with her. And when you rewatch the first 4 episodes, you start like picking it apart a little more, like their acting and stuff, and not just like it's still like an awesome show, but like you kind of see through the veil after you watch it the second time. But anyways, I'm caught up again, and now I'm watching a little further. It's such a good show, man. Like, dude, it's just so well written. Highly recommend it. But I also had to find a show that I could watch without my girlfriend because she's basically like got dibs on all these shows with me. Like we watch them all together. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I want to hear this because I know what the answer should be. The answer should be Hunter x Hunter. But it's not Hunter x Hunter.
Not Hunter x Hunter.
What is it?
It's Cobra Kai, bro. Have you?
You chose Cobra Kai over Hunter x Hunter.
I did.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I watched an episode of Hunter x Hunter.
You watched one episode. There's like...
I watched one episode of Cobra Kai, and it turned into like fucking the whole first season.
Oh, gosh. What's wrong with
you?
you?
Look, all I'm saying, if you want a good-ass show that isn't that much of a commitment, Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
If you like fucking The Karate Kid, as most people, if you're not a fucking
I liked
loser.
The Karate Kid. I don't know if I wake up like as an adult and I'm like, dude, The Karate Kid, bro.
Well, no, you just have to even kind of like The Karate Kid. You don't even have to be like a huge fan.
Doesn't it turn the main character into like the bad guy, basically?
It's interesting how they do it. I don't want to like spoil anything, but yeah, more or less like the bad guy from The Karate Kid is like the main character of Cobra Kai, the show. And he's like kind of the protagonist, but also it follows up on fucking Danny too, the main character from Karate Kid. So it's like, I mean, it's like a real legit sequel to Karate Kid. That's what it feels like.
I bet that guy's hyped. He's like, dude, I never thought I was going to be able to work again. And then like, it's just like late in his life. And he's like, fuck. And they're like, hey, we want you to come back for this Netflix special.
Right. To reprise the role that like made you fucking famous. Like, dude, yeah, it's really good. And it was actually a YouTube show before it was a Netflix show.
Yeah, it was like a YouTube exclusive, right?
It was when YouTube was trying to do their like fucking premium shit.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Or something.
Anyways.
Nice.
But yeah, watch that. Watch The Boys. Oh, dude, I got this smart plug. Have you heard of the smart plugs that you can hook up to your Alexa and have them turn stuff on and off?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. This is probably only cool to me. But now I can turn my air conditioner on and off with my voice, and it's pretty sweet.
I like to hear that. Why would you ever turn your air conditioning off, though?
I don't know, because it's like, okay, so my air conditioner, you asked and you shall receive. My air conditioner, if you put it on auto, it like doesn't get cold enough.
Yeah, you got to keep it on.
You have to put it on like full blast, and like when you have it on full blast, it's cold as fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So sometimes I just gotta turn that shit off. You know what I mean?
You're crazy. I've never once walked in my house and been like, you know what I need to do? I need to turn the AC off.
Look, I only
Even
turn
in
it
the
off
winter,
when I like can like see my fucking breath. You know what I mean? Like
in the winter, I just like put more clothes on. Like I just wear like pants at night and slippers.
Well, to be fair, it was the only thing I could really think of that like seemed like a good thing to turn off with your voice or on with your voice.
You need to plug it to a lamp, all right?
I don't have any good lamps. I just got like the wall up. And I'm thinking about getting some of those light bulbs you screw into the ceiling that you can do with Alexa.
If you're going to go, with a smart plug, go all the way.
Smart house.
You could just be like, dim the lights You know what I'm saying? And then it'll like dim them. Those lights like they dim and stuff. It's cool.
I think they
dude.
change colors too, right?
Yeah, dude. If you're
Sick.
trying to rave in your
Sick,
fucking
sick,
room.
sick, sick, sick.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's been about it for what we've been doing this week. Also, I mean, once again, you know, Devin Mayer's here now. He might not be in the. Yep, there's his hand behind that. That could be Brent's hand. Couldn't be.
You'll never know.
No. Yeah, you'll never know. But yeah, eventually we're gonna get a third mic that we can put on here. That way, we can hear Devin. You know, he can give some input. You know, right now we'll just, if he has input, we'll just tell you what he said. But so let's jump into the gaming news, which is kind of, you know, kind of not that much this week.
Can I start this off? Because I've got something that's going to rock your socks, bro.
Oh, I better rock my socks. Okay, just so you guys know, before we jump into this, we're using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of these articles to be written by us. We just bring them here to slap them in your face.
Yeah.
Like raw meat.
Except this first one that isn't even an article. It's just a tidbit of information that I'm about to slap on Jamel's face.
Like raw meat.
Okay. So me and Jamel predict things, okay?
Do we?
We predict these things.
It happens. It happens.
It happens to us every single time, okay? Can you just take a guess what horror VR game that we predicted last week is coming true?
Outlast?
No. I wish. Fucking A. It's
Condemned?
I don't think it was on our main list, but we definitely talked about it last week.
A horror game. Is it a recent game?
Yes. It was on Xbox Game Pass.
Alien?
Can I just spoil it?
Yeah, just spoil it.
It was Blair Witch, bro.
Oh, dude, it's coming to VR?
It's coming to Oculus Quest, dude.
Ooh.
I put on my Oculus Quest today, and it popped up in the coming soon. It was like, coming soon, Blair Witch, Oculus Quest. I was like, oh,
damn,
shit, dude.
Bro.
Can you imagine? That's going to be sick. Like, fucking with the dog and pulling those little scary little things down out of the trees. That's going to be...
dude, that's going to be great. Yeah, but fucking with, like, and then, like, the videotape.
Oh,
and
the
all
videotape part and the... Oh, dude, everything about that's going to work so good in VR.
I love that game. That game's a straight 7 out of 10.
It's a good game. I mean...
It's really good.
Yeah.
A solid 7. It's not like a...
And that sounds like you're insulting it, but
no.
If for horror games, you know, that's really not that bad.
But with VR, I bet it's like an 8.
That's what I'm saying. If they can make it run really well in VR, woo, I'm sorry. I'm all hyped about it. I can't stop. I've been hyped ever since this morning when I saw that.
Plus, it was an Xbox timed exclusive, so I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8, you know.
Right.
For my good old boys over there at the Xbox. But anyways, was that news or is that...
I mean, it's news to me, but I got some other stuff I can throw down.
Yeah, you go ahead and start. You start with something.
Okay.
Since you probably got more news.
Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 publisher Rockstar Games has allegedly bought out Crackdown 3 co-developer Ruffian Games. The acquisition has resulted in the developer being rebranded as Rockstar Dundee.
What?
According to The Gamer, Rockstar Dundee has been assisting with the development of unspecified titles for Rockstar's games since 2019. When the company was looking for engineers. The studio started a similar hiring spree in August 2020, with all positions focusing on projects with our partner Rockstar Games. There's no word on what these projects are. Rockstar Dundee, when it was Ruffian Games, was responsible for Crackdown 2, as well as the multiplayer component of Crackdown 3. The studio also lent a helping hand to 343 Industries on Halo the Master Chief Collection and Terminal Reality on Star Wars, or Connect Star Wars. So, you know, not a very impressive repertoire
With
for
the code
these
name
guys.
Dundee, though, like I'm thinking maybe they're gonna like make a open world Crocodile Dundee game, and it's gonna be
That'd be stupid. You just have a big knife. I hope they're working on Bully, dude.
We're gonna go down
you know?
under. You know what I'm saying? I think we need an Outback Grand Theft Auto type game. You know, we don't have any Australia where there's just kangaroos hopping around, fucking giant ass crocodiles and stuff.
I'd fuck with it.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna happen.
In the Outback.
In the Outback. No, but for real though, what would they possibly want with these guys?
I don't know, man. I just think it's time for Rockstar to start putting out more games, you know? I mean, yeah, we got
They
Red
have a
Dead.
bunch of studios though. They don't.
Yeah, but we
just
don't have a bunch of games recently. You know what I mean?
Medieval. For Rockstar.
They're a British studio, and there's some kind of medieval IP that they haven't announced under Rockstar.
Okay,
Interesting.
so Devin's saying there's
actually,
some
yeah, I remember a
medieval
rumor
IP.
about that. That's pretty cool if that's true, because I could play the shit out of like Grand Theft Auto in fucking Crusader times or whatever. You know what I mean?
You're just stealing horses and like, I mean, I guess that's Red Dead. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a rumor. Okay, just a rumor, but we'll see.
I'm thinking they're gonna revive one of their already successful IPs, like Manhunt or fucking Bully or something like that. L.A. Noire. There's lots of Rockstar.
We need a Warriors
sequel.
Sequel. Warriors.
I would fuck with it.
Dude, that was such a good game. Okay, Eddie McCooch at GameSpot says, Infinity Ward is rolling out a new update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare that will give PC players another way to decrease the game's file size, which is important given how massive the game has become. Production director Paul Hale said on Twitter that the October 13th update for Modern Warfare on PC will allow players to uninstall specific modes to free up space. Players on PC and console too could already uninstall the campaign to free up space, and this goes one step further. Modern Warfare's PC file size is north of 200 gigs, so it's a welcome feature to be able to uninstall modes that you currently aren't playing much. So that's good.
What other modes are there that you can uninstall other than the single player and the multiplayer?
Actually, this might just be a lie. They might have just lied to us.
I just don't understand. Because it's like you could already uninstall the single player. It's like, well, what's new?
Well, maybe
the multiplayer.
Now you can keep the single player and uninstall the multiplayer. Or maybe you can uninstall certain modes. Like you get rid of like, I don't ever play multiplayer like team deathmatch.
Okay.
Like maybe you can. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm defending them, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right.
Well, either way, hopefully it helps with the file size situation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, north of 200 gigs.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
What you got?
Okay, it looks like Level 5 developer of Yokai Watch and Ni no Kuni has basically shut down its North American operations. According to multiple sources informed on the matter, both Level 5 International America and its subsidiary office, Level 5 Abbey, started shuttering last year, including layoffs of the majority of each office's staff. The actual number on how many folks were impacted and how many remain are still unclear. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on. But basically, they're all shutting down.
In the U.S. So apparently, they're going to continue to make Ni no Kuni games and Dragon Quest 8 games for in Japan, but no longer in the U.S., which is weird because Ni no Kuni is a PlayStation exclusive, I feel like, right? Like you can't play Ni no Kuni on Xbox, correct?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so that's going to be bad going into PS5.
Oh, it's on Nintendo too. Yeah, it's on Switch.
Yeah, but it's not like the same. Oh, it did come Wrath of the White Witch, huh?
Yeah, they got both of them. They got 1 and 2 on Switch, I think.
Wow. But still though, I feel like whenever it comes to the console or like Xbox versus PlayStation, you can't play it on Xbox. So I think that was a plus that they had that, in the US.
I'm thinking we'll probably still get some kind of digital version of these games in the US, you know what I mean? Even if it's not like I don't know. Maybe. I can't imagine they would just not sell it in the U.S. You know what I mean?
Well, they would have to localize it. Like that's the problem. Is like they're not going to have it localized for the U.S. Is apparently according to the article.
I mean, what does that entail? Like having somebody translate everything?
Yeah.
They couldn't get somebody in house to do that down there. You know what I mean?
Guess not.
I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe they don't need a whole fucking studio in America just to, do everything in English. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will see for sure. Okay, let's see.
Wait, no, it's my turn.
Oh, is it?
You stealing all the big news. I got nothing left. Okay, Darren Bonthuis at GameSpot. Sorry if you ever listen to this and hear that horrible destruction of your name. Sega's creative producer Yosuke Okunari spoke about the future of the company's mini consoles in a Famitsu interview, as translated by Silicon Era. Having just released the Game Gear Micro in Japan, a modern and smaller reimagining of the classic handheld console from the late 1990s, Sega is still undecided on which console to give the Mini treatment to next.
Which, by the way, fuck the Game Gear Micro. Game Gear is like my favorite console of all time, and they did not do it justice with the Game Gear Micro.
Really?
Sorry.
It's bad?
It's only like 4 games on each one. There's one console with 4 games, and they're all different colors, and they're like, I don't know. Just give me like 30 games at least or some shit for these mini consoles, dude. I'm not fucking around. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on. Jay Stig, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. So, quote, for the next Mini, we are considering everything that has been imagined by everyone, end quote, Okunari said. The Game Gear Micro is only sold domestically in Japan. When we do the next one, I feel like the project scope will be much bigger as we gaze upon the world. So we won't be able to release it at this time, the next year or 2 years after the Mega Drive Mini. We can't make it that quickly. End quote. So a Sega Genesis Mini console was released in September 2019, but the company's hardware library also includes older consoles such as the SG-1000.
Wait, there's a Genesis Mini?
Apparently only in Japan, I think.
I want one.
The Master System, the Sega Saturn, and the Dreamcast. Quote,
oh, the Dreamcast. That would be sick, too.
So that's what he's saying. He said, I think for the next one, we may go with a concept close to the Mega Drive Mini. If I have to say some names, it could be an SG-1000 Mini or a Dreamcast Mini. Okunari
they do have
said.
The Genesis Minis. They're cool looking too.
Yeah, so he's saying the Dreamcast is what they're looking at next. Either the Dreamcast or the SG-1000 Mini, which...
I actually remember the Genesis Mini now. It had like 60 games on it, including the Mickey Mouse like Castle of Illusion and shit. It had a bunch of cool shit on it.
Yeah, it was no Super Nintendo Mini, though.
30 games, but still a lot. Yeah, I agree. Super Nintendo had more quality, you know what I mean? But also, if you have the fucking Switch, it's like kind of
you don't
irrelevant,
need it.
You know, unless you're just a collector, you know what I mean?
I wish they'd do the N64 online like they did with the SNES and the NES on the Switch.
Dude, that's exactly what they need to do, but I don't think they're going to do that because I think they're going to put out an N64 Mini at some point. You know what I mean? That's my theory on that.
I think they're done with the Minis, dude.
You think?
I think so. I think they're done with them.
They made a lot of money off those other Minis.
Yeah, but then they made the Switch. You know, the Switch was already out, but they made the online, part of it.
After they sold a shitload of Minis, I'm thinking they're going to make this, sell a shitload of Minis, and then put it on
and then
online,
put all those games on the online.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
It worked the first few times they did it.
What you got?
All right. I'm about to lay it on you, dude.
Like raw meat.
Not really going to lay it on you. Like raw meat. There's a new Doctor Who game coming in 2021. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, get hyped. It's going to be called Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality.
I'm not hyped.
Yeah, well,
Are you a Doctor Who fan, Brent?
I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, but some people out there are Doctor Who fans, and I think that they would be hyped about this. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's like if you're a Doctor Who fan, you're in it deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably are really deep in there.
So you're probably into this. It's going to have David Tennant and the other Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. They're both going to be in it, and they're going to both be doing their thing.
Isn't that one guy, the Doctor Who? He's like a... Oh, no.
No,
he's
it's
like
a chick
Sherlock.
now.
Okay, yeah.
You're thinking of Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Was he ever Doctor Who?
No, I don't think he was. I don't know why.
He's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
He's one of those doctors. Dr. Pepper.
He's got like the worst possible name ever. Like I just don't understand. Cumberbatch. Like
terrible name.
I bet grade school sucked for that dude. But anyways, what you got?
Okay. Marvel Avengers has reached an all-time low as far as concurrent player count, which is kind of a bummer. Because it's a fun game.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw it was like ridiculously low though.
It got down to like 1,000, like less than 1,000 players at some point this week. But
that's crazy.
And I think that's why I can never find a game while I'm playing it.
That's what they were saying. Yeah, like matchmaking is like having a big problem because if there's only 1,000 people playing like in the entire U.S. or is that the world? Like that's like
it's worldwide. Yeah, and that's
oh
a cross.
Gosh.
And it's not cross-platform either. So like all this is segmented into different.
Yeah, it's all PlayStation, right? It's only no. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
PlayStation's getting Spider-Man, but it's on everything.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But like basically, like I've been playing for upwards of 30 hours, and I have only gotten the matchmaking to work like twice. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm hoping they said that they're going to put some new content in it soon.
They're like, please play
Scott Amos, the studio head, he was promising an influx of new stuff. He said there's going to be a new place where you like fucking, I forgot what it's called, like a hub world, I guess,
like
you know?
like the meetup kind of. What's it called in Destiny? Isn't it called like the Crucible?
Yeah, but
or
it's
something?
not the same.
The what?
It's,
The
yeah,
tower,
it's the
something
tower,
like-
but like there's not a multiplayer component to the Avengers one. It's just you go and you walk around and you buy stuff from vendors and stuff. It's
Yeah.
not like a social thing. Outpost, that's what they're called in Avengers. But there's going to be a new outpost, and apparently there's going to be a new thing of missions dealing with that outpost. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to play it though for that to matter. And if you only got like 1,000 people playing online.
That was at like the record low point though this week. I mean, it's not like.
But think about it. It's Marvel's Avengers.
It should be doing a lot better than that.
Like holy
you know?
shit.
Fallout 76 was doing better than that. You know what I mean? Like
That's insane. And that just blew my mind when I saw those numbers. But anyways, Haley Williams at GameSpot. I guess she's on some rough times. The upcoming Monster Hunter movie divided fans when its first trailer focused on a group of U.S. Army soldiers showing more machine guns than giant swords. How dare they? However, in a new interview with Polygon, director Paul W.S. Anderson talks about being a longtime fan of the game and promises his film will do it justice. He gets a little pretentious in this interview. He says, quote, I've long been a fan of the video game. I discovered it in Japan 12 years ago when it was pretty much a Japanese-only phenomena. Before the rest of the world discovered what Monster Hunter was, Anderson explained. He said, you fucking noobs. No, I'm just kidding. He said, I started talking to Capcom 10 years ago about adapting it into a movie. This really is a long-term passion project of mine, and I'm approaching it not just as a filmmaker, but also as a kind of long-term player and fan of it, end quote. Anderson has worked extensively with Capcom in the past as the director of 6 Resident Evil movies that all sucked. No, okay, they didn't say that, but I said that.
Yeah,
he also
I
directed the 1995 Mortal Kombat film.
that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Where has the time gone? You know, I feel like he lost his edge in the early 2000s.
That was 1995.
Yeah,
exactly. With Monster Hunter, this past experience allowed him to get ahead of the game. Anderson says that the success of Monster Hunter World sent much of Hollywood scrambling to secure rights to a Monster Hunter film, only to find that he had done it years back. Quote, he said, every Hollywood studio in the world was chasing Monster Hunter because suddenly they're like, oh, big sales, let's go grab it, he said. And they were all very disappointed to discover that I already had the rights to it. People who are concerned about whether the movie will feel more like Monster Hunter than the clips that we've seen so far can rest assured that the team behind the game at Capcom have had plenty of input on the film. Quote, we talked through the script and what that would contain, what creatures would be in the movie, which landscapes would be in the movie, Anderson explained. When we were designing the costumes, we'd send photographs of all the costumes to Japan, and they'd say, well, you know, the hunter's collar should be a little smaller. You know, the admiral's axe could be a bit bigger. He confirmed that both Ron Perlman and Tony Jaa's characters will wield suitably giant weapons.
Dude, Ron Perlman better have the biggest fucking weapon I've ever seen in my life. First of all, you know
even big weapons will look small in that man's hands.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Perlman an axe and Jaa a great sword and bow, while Mia Jovovich's character will have dual blades that the actress favors using in the game because she's also a big fan. Anderson also mentioned that the movie would feature the Palico character Meowscular Chef, who first appeared in Monster Hunter World. Anderson also explained why he inserted characters from the modern world rather than just sticking to the Monster Hunter universe. Quote, Mia is the avatar for the audience. She's the newbie going into the world, he explained. She's the person from our world that knows nothing about the Monster Hunter world that's going in for the first time. Okay, I gotta just say, what the fuck? All right, like, no. Why don't you just be real? You put her in there because you wanted to pay her because she's your wife, and you've used her in all of your Resident Evil movies, and you know the production company is going to pay some big money on this, and you're like, hey, this is kind of, your money's my money too. And also, you just like casting your wife. Like, I think you're some weird dude. You're just really weird.
Oh, and also, you know, I'm not sitting here trying to talk shit about Mila Jovovich or whatever, but I mean, like,
She's
you know,
not.
who's trying to hire this bitch other than this guy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
What's one Mia Jovovich movie outside of Resident Evil in the past decade?
Oh.
In the past decade. What was it? It was like the
Underworld,
fourth kind.
I think. Did she do Underworld?
No, she wasn't in Underworld.
She wasn't in Underworld?
No.
Oh, who was that in Underworld?
I don't know.
Hey, Devin, look that up for us.
Jamie, bring that shit up. No. So, yeah, the Fifth Element. That movie came out not in this decade. Not in this decade.
That's her whole filmography, huh?
Yeah, and the fourth kind. The fourth.
Any kind of number.
Yeah, well, the fourth kind is the one where it was like it was like based on a true story, and then you watch it.
It was Kate Beckinsale in Underworld. How could I possibly get the?
But so Monster Hunter the movie is going to come out this year, December 30th.
How is this guy responsible for both my favorite movie that's based on a video game and my least favorite movie that's based on a video game?
Because, I mean, Mortal Kombat's not really hard to fuck up. I mean, there's not really anything serious about it. You can make it as ridiculous as possible, and it's going to be good, you know?
But it got the vibe. I don't know. I like the vibe from it. You could have made a bad Mortal Kombat movie. You really could.
I don't think
Look
that's
at
possible.
the Dead or Alive movie. That shit was trash, dude.
I think you and me could. Yeah, but Dead or Alive has more of like a feel to it, you know? Like, I feel like me and you could take our iPhones and make a Mortal Kombat movie, and it would still be all right.
I was about to say, don't say a better one.
Not a better one.
Definitely couldn't make a better one. With
Not a better one,
iPhone.
but it would still be all right. You don't have to have like insane quality to make a Mortal Kombat movie.
You need costumes and
blood,
kung fu.
But, oh yeah, he didn't even really have much blood in the movie, right? If I remember right.
I think they actually made it PG-13 just so it would appeal to a wider audience.
Yeah. Anyways, what you got?
Okay. It looks like the chapter on Amazon Games Crucible is coming to a close.
Oh.
Developer
Didn't see that one coming.
Developer Relentless Studio is shuttering the game after its short-lived lifespan of a few months. Will be discontinued.
I actually am surprised it made it this long.
I'm surprised it didn't go a little longer. I mean, I don't know. We'll be discontinuing development on Crucible, Relentless Studios wrote in a blog post. We very much appreciate the way our fans have rallied around our efforts, and we love seeing your responses to the challenges we made over the last few months. But ultimately, we didn't see a healthy and sustainable future ahead of Crucible. Currently, servers for custom games will continue to remain live, but even those will shut down on November 9th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. This means you have less than a month to keep playing the game if you have done so with friends.
Yeah.
They're refunding the money to anybody who's bought anything in the game, too, so...
Sucks to suck, man, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, the game looked horrible. I'm just going to be real. Like, when I saw that game, I was like, yeah.
Well, I think they're kind of focusing their efforts on that New World game that they were talking about.
Which I've heard from that's the MMO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard from some WoW players that they're pretty interested in this New World. But we'll see.
It's probably more promising than fucking Crucible.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna do their like little Luna game streaming thing, then they need to not be giving up on their games like this. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Nah, dude, they got so much money they don't give a fuck.
That's the problem, though, man. Like, you can't just be like not giving a fuck and just ditching your games. Like, you know, I don't know.
I mean, it's the same. I said that from the beginning. It's with big companies like Google and Amazon and whatnot. They have so much money that they can try stuff, and if it doesn't work in the first couple of weeks, they're like, fuck that. It's like it was fun trying it out, you know. But Alessandro Barbosa at GameSpot says, as the launch of the PS5 approaches, Sony is finally detailing important features of its new console, along Along with confirmation of which games will and won't be backwards compatible and what accessories will work without issue, Sony has detailed how PSVR will work on PS5, along with a hint for its future. If you own a PSVR headset and want to continue using that on PS5, the good news is that you will be able to without much fuss. The PSVR breakout box and headset will work with Sony's new console, along with accessories such as the PS4 camera and Move controllers. The camera is an important accessory too, since Sony has confirmed that the new PS5 camera will not be compatible with PSVR. Sony states that a PS4 camera adapter will be required for use on the PS5, but the support page isn't clear on whether this is included with the console or not, beyond stating that it will not require a purchase. As is usually the case, it likely won't be included. With the PS5 camera not supporting PSVR, Sony might be hinting at the future of how its VR hardware will work. Headsets like the Oculus Rift and new Oculus Quest 2 make use of inside-out tracking, which negates the requirements for an external tracking camera. This is a much easier and user-friendly means of playing VR, with a recent Sony patent suggesting that the company was looking into the idea. So what do you think about this, Brent?
Well, it depends on what part you're talking about. I
All
think,
of it.
I think generally, like, if we're talking about the future of VR, there will be very few exceptions where there won't be inside-out tracking. I think that is the most simple and effective way to implement tracking in VR. You know what I mean?
So how do you feel about the PSVR not being able to use the Sony or the PS5 camera?
Yeah, it's probably just tied to the way that the whole thing works. You know what I mean? There's probably something about the HD camera that doesn't pick up the balls the right way or something. There's probably a reason for it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it doesn't caress the balls just the right way.
I mean,
but I don't understand. There's a PS5 camera. This is the thing that's happening.
Yes, it's gonna come. Like, it's like coming out with the PS5. I don't know if it comes with a camera like in the box or anything, but I know you can get one at launch, and it's supposed to be HD. Like,
but what's the point of the camera?
For like streaming and stuff.
Okay, all right, yeah. So is Xbox Series X doing a camera? I feel like I didn't see anything about that.
I'll be surprised if they don't eventually do a camera. I mean, they've always had their like Kinect and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they did the Kinect 2 or whatever for the Xbox One, but I haven't seen anything about Series X doing a camera.
Hey, Devin, look up if the Xbox is doing a camera at all.
Yeah, let us know.
$60, yeah, for the HD camera.
For the PlayStation?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were going to use it a lot.
So, no, there's no Series X camera, according to Devin.
Not yet, no.
Wow, that's crazy. But I bet you can just use third-party support. You could probably just plug any webcam into the Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, we'll have to see if Microsoft supports that or if they want to put out their own peripheral. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right, what you got?
Let's see. Okay, the customer service experience is set to change at GameStop as the company enters a multi-year partnership with Microsoft. The deal enables the retailer to provide a differentiated and personalized in-store customer experience.
Are you an Xbox buyer? Yes, right this way, sir.
Basically, they're going to turn GameStops into like an Apple store where like they're walking around the store with like iPads and like helping you.
Okay.
Or like a Best Buy kind of.
I thought like it was just like if you're buying Xbox, like you get like, you know, better treatment. Like,
sir, would you like a warm towel with your Xbox?
They just got like hookers in the back for you, you know, like, and if you go in for the PlayStation, they're like, oh yeah, right this way. Yeah, okay. Actually, you're gonna have to wait in line, sir. But so Jonathan Dornbush at IGN says The Medium, the psychological horror game from Blair Witch and Observer developer Bloober Team, will hit PC and Xbox platforms in December.
Dope.
Bloober announced The Medium will be available for Xbox Series X and Series S, as well as PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store and Microsoft Store on December 10th. Pre-orders are now available for all PC versions.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It'll probably be on Game Pass, too, on PC if you're you know, if it's coming to PC and it's going to be on, I mean, Game Pass is a thing, I would just, you know, I wouldn't pre-order it. That's all I'm saying if you're a Game Pass subscriber.
Yeah, it's very weird to me, though, that there's a lot of games that Xbox has said were launch titles that are definitely not launch titles, because the Xbox comes out November 10th. This comes out December 10th. You know, like, that's not a launch title.
Yeah, I agree. You can't just say launch title. Like, that's not a loose term.
Yeah,
you know?
it means it's coming out with it. You know, like, and, you know, so now there's literally no launch titles for Xbox.
Well, no first-party launch titles, right? There's going to be some third-party games coming out,
like
right? At
Dirt or whatever, Dirt Rally or
Dirt
5.
and a couple other, like, the NBA games and stuff like that. But, you know. I mean, at least you got Game Pass and shit to keep you entertained until some shit comes out.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
I guess. Whatever.
Okay. I'm not going to read this whole article, but basically PS5 posted this video where they were like broke down the PS5 and showed off some cool shit about the PS5.
PS5 posted this? No.
Well, PlayStation. You know what I mean. One of the things that was cool about it was there's these like dust traps in the PlayStation. So whenever you want to like clean your PlayStation, you just open it up and clean out the little dust thing.
Like a fucking dryer. Like,
yeah,
you
exactly.
just pull out the little thing, the lint.
Exactly. It's kind of sweet. Honestly, I would have loved to have that on the PS4 because I think that's how all my fucking disk drives end up broken.
It has a lot in common with dryers. It's also the same size as a dryer. Did you see that fucking picture? Like,
dude, it's huge. The one where he's like holding it up to the camera is extra bad because it's
like covers his entire body. Like,
but like basically he did the video and like part of it, like he takes the base off of the stand and like puts it on its side, and he takes a while to like unscrew the bottom thing and take it off and then put it on its side and screw it back in and like set it up on its side.
Yeah.
You know? And then Xbox posted this tweet that was just like how to, you know, turn your Xbox on its side, and it was just like and then they like dirty deleted it like fucking like an hour later, like
probably because somebody's like, bro, we're trying to be cool with everyone right now. So, like,
it was funny as shit though.
Yeah, dude. For real. The Sony, I feel like this is coming from a biased, like I'm an Xbox guy, but I will tell you if I think, you know, like Sony's fucking killing it over Xbox. And right now, I'm not seeing that. I feel like Sony is actually making a lot of fucking blunder bullshit happen right now with their videos and all the stuff they're putting out. Like the breakdown of the PlayStation was just a bad idea. You know, like just because of how big that fucker is. Like that thing is huge. All right, like this thing has to go in people's living rooms. I'm just saying. Like,
I think the camera angle on that video made it look a lot bigger than it really is. Yeah, you know, like he was like standing back and like it was pointed and the table was closer. I think just
that's
like,
also a blunder. If you are making a legit Sony video, at least get your quality right. You know, put the camera to where it makes it look smaller. You know, makes it look normal. Because I saw somebody like Photoshop the video. It's like, y'all see the size of the PS5, and it was like, it's like fucking so big, like that it was like out of the camera view and stuff. But like, I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah. See, like Devin just brought up a picture of it.
I mean, like, see how he's kind of got his arms out in front of him and like he's holding it out a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I mean,
I think that's
it's like a
pretty
binder
big.
or something. You know what I mean?
That's what I want my console to look like. It's like my high school binder.
I mean, look, the Xbox is pretty fucking big as well.
It's not. Have you seen them side by side? Like people have done like the
it's
comparison
flatter
stuff.
and wider, but like I mean, if you were to like squish the PlayStation down into like a box, it would be like the same size. You know what I mean?
What? No. Like it's not,
dude. Like you got
but
this
it's not the same
thick-ass
size.
Xbox.
The Xbox is literally, it just looks like a PC tower. You know, that's all it looks like, but it's like confined to like a weird rectangle. I feel like the PS5, they were like, okay, we're going full toy aisle. All right, we're gonna fucking have the shit like it's. Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, they're about the same. Like. Size-wise,
width-wise, Xbox is taking
Xbox
over.
is way bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
like, if you were to just push it down on the head. You know what I mean?
But it's
And,
also
like,
the shape of it. It just looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a
Does it
fucking
really?
router. Yeah.
It doesn't look ridiculous to me. And I've heard a lot of people say it looks ridiculous, but I honestly like the design on both the Xbox and the PlayStation. I think they both look good. I don't like the design on the Series S for some reason.
But because it looks so much like an Xbox One, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it just doesn't. It doesn't look
It does.
different enough.
It looks like a reskinned Xbox One.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hate the PlayStation design.
I don't hate it. I just think they're fucking up right now. Though I did see an IGN post. They did like a poll or whatever, or I don't even know if they did a poll. I think they actually got numbers on the pre-orders. 80% of all next-gen console pre-orders were PlayStation 5.
That's because for the past, 8 or 9 years, PlayStation has just been the fucking king.
Yeah,
you
they
know what
have.
I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's left that taste in people's mouth. Now, I think the story's not going to change until 4 or 5 years from now when Xbox has been kicking ass for a while.
Yeah, they
You know
got
what I
to
mean?
prove themselves.
Yeah, it's that's the thing.
Yeah, we'll see. I've been here. I'm pulling a Paul W.S. Anderson. I've been in the fucking the Xbox fucking dirt rolling around for a while. And when they come back as king, I just want y'all to know who the prince is. Yeah,
True,
PlayStation was the
true.
first to go on pre-order, but they both did sell out. Both pre-orders sold out pretty quickly. So it makes you kind of wonder.
It's hard to really judge that because it's there's lots of people who probably want one and just can't
get it.
one. You know what I mean?
But it also wouldn't that mean if all the pre-orders, or if 80% of them are PlayStation, but they both sold out immediately, does that mean that there's just way less Xboxes you can pre-order? I think
that doesn't make any sense though.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like PlayStation's winning.
Yeah, I really don't know what that means, but I guess we'll see. Anyways, Brent, I'm out of news, so you take it from here.
Okay, just a couple more. AMD announced their new CPUs. They're skipping the 4000 series. We're going right to the 5000 series.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It means that they've announced the most powerful CPU in the world, boasting that the Ryzen 5900 is the best gaming CPU ever.
But how do you just skip a generation?
I don't know, man. It's just like the iPhone skipping, they skip 9 and go straight to 10? It was 8 and then straight to 10. Yeah, they didn't even do 9 with iPhone.
Well, it was called X.
Yeah, exactly. They went from iPhone 8 to iPhone Roman numeral 10. You know what I mean?
It's called X. No.
But then the next one's 11. You know what I mean? So they definitely skipped 9.
It's called X.
Look. Either way, we got a new powerful ass GPU, a line of CPUs. I mean, not GPUs, CPUs from AMD.
Yeah,
new ones coming out.
But it's like a self-titled generation. I just don't understand. It's like you guys get to name the generation. It's not like there's some actual formula that's this makes it a 4th generation. It's like no, they were just chilling with their marketing guys, and they're like, well, we can't call this the 4th gen. This is the 5th gen. And they're like, all right, we'll just go with that. They're like, guys, this is so good. We're skipping a generation right now. And they just made that shit up. So just so you guys at home know, there's no real science behind what a generation is.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. That
doesn't make any sense.
They're like, we're going to purposely confuse the shit out of people.
It's just like the people naming the Xboxes. Fucking whoever's in charge of that shit needs to be slapped. We got the 360 and the 1 and then
the 1X.
The 1X and the Series X and the 1S and the Series S and then the...
That's why somebody posted about the iPhone. They were like, if you love the iPhone 3, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 3GSX, and blah blah blah, and they went through all of it. You're gonna love the iPhone 12. They went through every generation. But anyways, okay.
Microsoft's gaming boss Phil Spencer told employees
to fuck yourselves.
To fuck yourself.
That
the company is planning to bring Xbox Game Pass to streaming to Apple's iPad and iPhone devices using a, quote, direct browser-based solution, according to a Business Insider report. We absolutely will end up on iOS, Spencer reportedly told employees this week. According to The Verge, Spencer also mentioned bringing this browser solution to Windows 10 PCs next year. So it looks like they're looking into a solution for iPhone Game Pass and PC Game Pass streaming, which is pretty cool.
Would you just like open Safari on your iPhone and then like just search for it instead of having an app? Is what they're saying, like a browser base?
I guess so. Apparently, that's what Luna's going to do with their gaming thing too.
Just
Amazon's
to get around the Apple
the stipulations from Apple's.
That makes
shit.
sense. I mean, it'd just be like RuneScape. You just go and you just type it in the browser. You're like, I want to play my Xbox.
If it works, man, I'm not tripping. You know.
Yeah,
it's a flash.
Oh man. Yep.
Okay, an update has been rolled out for Star Wars Squadrons on PC, PS4, and Xbox One that stabilizes the game, tweaks flight controls, and fixes bugs. I haven't got a chance to try it out yet, but
see if it fixes all that shit you said last
because
time.
I was having trouble with the game before, so I'm gonna give it another go and see if it tweaked anything well enough for me to play it. But I haven't tried it yet. Mafia Definitive Edition got an update, and it adds a black and white mode, which is kind of fun considering the game is all old school and stuff. And that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. Well, that's it for this week's gaming news. We're going to jump into this week's releases, where I'm going to let you know which brand new games you can get in the next 7 days, starting with Partisans 1941, coming to PC on October 14th. Couldn't find a price. Partisans 1941 combines real-time tactics and stealth with squad-based action and base and resource management. Wow. And then we have Space Crew coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on October 15th for $19.99. From the makers of the hit strategic simulation game Bomber Crew comes Space Crew, your continuing mission to defend Earth and humankind to eliminate the extraterrestrial threat. And then we have This is the Zodiac speaking, coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on October 15th for $19.99. This is the Zodiac speaking is a dark, fact-based single-player FPP. What's an FPP? Or
First-person
puzzle?
Puzzler? That sounds right.
Adventure thriller.
I bet that's what it is.
Yeah. First person. Why wouldn't they just call it first person?
Yeah,
like,
what the
adventure.
fuck? I
Okay.
guess because you can't say first person shooter, and it would just be like, you can't just be like FP.
Yeah, well, just write out first person adventure thriller. Okay, but first person perspective adventure thriller, combining stealth and detective modes in a stylized world of California 1970s and based on the story of Zodiac.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have Cake Bash coming to Xbox One, PC, PS4, and Stadia October 15th. Couldn't find a price, but fight to be the tastiest cake. Cake Bash is a party game for up to 4 players with very unique hazards. Bash your friends, dash away from danger, and have a delicious time. And then we have Cloudpunk coming to PS4.
Look out, Bug Snacks.
Right?
Got some competition, dude.
And then we got Cloudpunk coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on October 15th for $24.99. This is your first night working for Cloudpunk, the semi-legal delivery company based in the sprawling city of Nivalis. Which sounds like fucking medication. But Cloudpunk delivers a vibrant, futuristic open world to live in and explore. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition is coming to PC on October 15th for $44.99. I think it's on Game Pass as well. But celebrate one of the most beloved real-time strategy franchises in definitive form with remastered graphics and fully enhanced audio, all previously released expansions and new game modes. And then we have Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams, Dry to Ice, coming to PC October 15th. Couldn't find a price. Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams, Dry to Ice invites players to slip back into the leather pants of self-titled heartthrob and try-hard ladies man Larry Laffer as he sets out to find his true love, the divinely delightful Faith. And then we have Ghost of Tsushima Legends coming to PS4 October 16th, which I think is free. It's the Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, it's the update with the multiplayer?
Yep, the cooperative multiplayer experience inspired by Japanese folk tales and mythology. And then we have Mesmer coming to PC on October 16th. Couldn't find a price, but Mesmer is a strategy game of influence, mind-bending, and revolution. Then we have Mario Kart Live Home Circuit coming to Switch on October 16th for $99.99. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, or how I imagine it's gonna, you turn it on, it's like Mario Kart Live. A Home Circuit brings the fun of the Mario Kart series into the real world by using a Nintendo Switch to race against opponents using a physical cart.
Bro, I saw a review of this, and it's like a lot deeper than you'd think. Like, it's like, apparently there's like actual game modes and like different speeds you can set the cart and like all kinds
dude,
of
that's awesome.
Yeah, like you can do like 150cc and like 100cc, and like it looks really cool.
It's like
dude.
30 miles an hour. Just like it breaks kids' legs.
It said don't go over 100cc if you're in a small room. It said do the 150cc like in a big. It had like a certain amount of space it wanted you to have if you were doing that.
See, this is what I wanted out of like BattleBots toys, but imagine like this, but with like saws on it and
with
shit.
Like augmented reality, that would have been sick, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it looks cool, man. It's like. It goes all around your like living room and stuff, and you set up these little gates, and like he drives through them. And
you can do multiplayer, so like you can have two of them, and then so like in the game, if you throw a turtle shell and it hits, the other person's cart in real life will stop, and then you can like pass them up, and then there's even like just crazy shit. There's a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, it looks really cool, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Then we have NHL 21 coming to PS4 and Xbox One on October 16th for $59.99. EA Sports NHL 21 delivers a fresh feel to the franchise with an overhauled Be a Pro mode, as well as smarter, faster, and flashier gameplay. And then we have Aquanox Deep Descent coming to PC on October 16th for $29.99. An underwater shooter adventure game, Aquanox Deep Descent is a reimagining of both the gameplay and world of the much-loved Aquanox series. Players control a variety of customizable ships to engage in submarine battles in the underwater world of Aqua. Okay, so creative. And then we have Crown Trick coming to Switch and PC on October 16th for $19.99. Crown Trick is an adventure RPG roguelike set in the daunting nightmare realm, a labyrinthine underground world filled with monsters and traps. And then we have Postal Redo, Redux, I guess. But coming to Switch October 16th for $9.99. Oh, wow. Is it that game?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
No doubt.
No. In
It's gotta be.
Postal Redo, players take control of the postal dude as he battles to survive in a world gone mad.
Yeah.
Fight back with a destructive arsenal as you make your way through a kill-or-be-killed psychological thriller. That is no way.
Dude,
Look up what Postal
check it
Redux is. Is that the game Postal, like the AO game? Brent?
Dude, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not AO, is it?
I think it might have been at one point. It's definitely not on Switch. It's going to be M, probably. I'm sure they toned it down or something.
Yeah, it's coming to Switch.
Yeah.
Wow, that is insane. I'm going to have to get that just to see.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And then we have Little Big Workshop coming to PC and Mac October 17th for $19.99. Manage your workers, stations, machines, and create awesome stuff as your Little Big Workshop grows into your dream factory. And then we have Endless Memories coming to PC on October 19th. Couldn't find a price, but explore a magical world of dreams in the epic 2D action-adventure Endless Memories, a game that mixes a handcrafted non-linear world with ARPG elements. And then we have Amnesia Rebirth.
Ooh, is this the new Amnesia game
Yes,
that's coming out?
it's coming to PC or PS4 and PC on October 20th for $29.99.
Oh, this is hype. If you're like a fan of like Outlast and shit, this is one to keep your eye on for sure.
Amnesia Rebirth is a new descent into darkness from the creators of the iconic Amnesia series. This is a harrowing journey through desolation and despair, exploring the limits of human resilience.
How much is that going to cost?
$29.99.
Boy, I'm going to have to get that.
Then we have Hyper Brawl Tournament coming to Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on October 20th for $24.99. Smash, brawl, and score your way to victory in relentless high adrenaline 1 to 4 player PvP arena battles. Master the Hyper Curve and channel the Hyper Force to become the greatest hero in the universe. And then we have Remothered Broken Porcelain. That sounds like if you had one child and now you have another child. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, October 20th for $29.99. The award-winning survival horror series Remothered returns in Remothered Broken Porcelain, an emotional journey of horror, tragedy, and love.
I've heard mixed reviews about that.
No, dude, it's award-winning. Okay? There's no way you've heard mixed reviews.
It looks good. Like, I've seen, like, pictures of it and stuff. It looks pretty interesting.
Oh, it's award-winning. That's it might have won an award from, like, Mr. Gaddy's or something, but it won an award. So, The Guys PC is coming to PC on October 20th. I couldn't find a price, but The Guys is a dark platforming adventure fairy tale about a boy trapped in the body of a monster. Can he hold on to his humanity? Anyways, Outpost Delta is coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on October 20th for $24.99. Outpost Delta is a single-player 2D side-scrolling twin-stick sci-fi shooter. Every objective you can think of. Take on the role of Delta, the Outpost's emergency defense, who, along with her AI companion, must defend the space station against alien intruders. Now, that's it. That's all of this week's gaming new game releases.
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit coming out.
Except for the Mario Kart live circuit, if you want to drop a hundo.
I was about to say, I'll wait till that's on sale. Which it will be eventually.
Maybe.
100%.
It's Nintendo, dude. They don't go on sale.
Yeah, but look at like Labo, though. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be like another Labo type thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can probably get like all the Labo sets for like $5 right now. Or you could just go out to like the back of Dollar General and take all the boxes from the dumpster,
make your own,
and build
Labo.
your own shit.
Yeah, dude.
And just use your imagination, which I imagine is a lot better than the actual game.
A lot better. Way better, dude.
Anyways, it's award-winning, dude. Yeah. Currently playing. All right, let's jump into currently playing. Brent, what are you playing?
Okay, I've been playing two things, man.
And two things only.
And two things only. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about, I only played a little bit this morning. It's called Until You Fall. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. It's a VR game, right? And it's basically like if you were to take fucking Dark Souls and like Guitar Hero and put them together. And like, so like you start at one end of the level, right? And you like walk your way to the other end, and like monsters attack you, and you have to like block when it like it'll show you like where the sword's coming, but you have to like do it really fast, and you have to like block and swipe and fight, and like you kill all these monsters level by level, getting power ups and money and stuff, and then you fight like bosses and stuff. But like I guess the Guitar Hero part would be like this kind of like rhythm based type thing where you're like. Well, your blocks and your dodges and stuff have to be on point, you know what I mean? It's really, really fun. It doesn't sound like anything crazy, but it's, like, incredibly fun. Like, you got all these monster things coming at you, and you're dodging, and you're blocking, and you're cutting, and you're... I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Devin brought up a trailer. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it's so great having you here, Devin, because now I can, like, kind of show what I'm talking about.
To Jamal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like it's kind of a basic game. Like the whole premise is just you start at one end and you go as far as you can until you fall. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it.
It's a lot of fun.
I get it.
But I've been playing that, and I have been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I went back in. You know, I tried to do Assassin's Creed Odyssey a little while back, but like I was just so busy in my personal life, and the game demands so much of your time and stuff that
it's like a newborn child.
It is. It's like I couldn't really dedicate the amount of time I needed to properly play the game the first time I tried to.
Yeah.
This time I'm like all in on it. Although I will say I still have that like overwhelming feeling like this game is just too big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the same feeling I had with like Breath of the Wild, and I'm pretty sure this game is like even bigger than Breath of the Wild. It's like fucking gigantic, dude. Like, and like, I will say this though, it's beautiful. Like running on a PC with ultra settings on and stuff, it's like fucking spectacularly beautiful. Like, it stands like toe to toe with like Red Dead Redemption 2 and like God of War and stuff, but it's like 4 times the size of those games. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Crazy.
The water effects are some of the best I've ever seen in a game. The combat's really good. I like hunting down the cultists and stuff. It's just like
so you're enjoying it.
I am enjoying it. It's just like a little overwhelming. I'm kind of like ready to finish it. You know what I mean? And I'm only like 25 to 30 hours in or something, and I feel like I've got like
4 million hours left.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like I haven't barely scratched the surface, but I'm having fun with it, and I'm probably gonna beat it. You know, at the end of this game, or you know, by the next time we meet up.
By the end of this game, it'll be done.
By the end of this game will be done, bro. I might try to do the DLC too, because I got the gold version or whatever, and there's like some kind of Atlantis themed DLC that seems kind of cool.
Cool. Okay, so I've been playing the usual, the Call of Duty Warzone.
As per usual.
As per usual, but I've also been playing a different battle royale, one called Super Mario Bros. 35.
Oh, I played a little bit of this too. I suck, but
I'm actually pretty good. I'm just gonna throw that out there. My first game, I got 2nd place.
Really?
Yeah.
My first game, I got like 23rd place. Or
good job at sucking, Brent.
I'm really bad, dude. Really bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like weird playing Super Mario Bros. on like the Joy-Cons, or on a Switch, because it just doesn't feel as good as like playing it on an NES controller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
I feel
sure.
like that throws it off.
I have to use like my Pro Controller for most things, honestly, when I'm playing my Switch.
Oh, that's smart.
You know,
I probably should do that.
Dude, it makes a big difference. Devin told me to play that Spellbreak game. I played a little bit of that on my Switch the other day. It was pretty cool.
Is that a battle royale?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's interesting. It's like battle royale, but like everybody's doing like Avatar: The Last Airbender shit and flying around. It's cool.
Yeah, on the Call of Duty, I thought I had way more wins than I actually do, thanks to Devin. Now I have been humbled. Devin has 32 wins.
Dang, boy.
Yes, I have 22.
That's still pretty good. I probably got like 2. You know? At least you guys are in the double digits over there.
There you go. That's true.
Does that make you feel any
Yeah,
better?
it makes me feel a little bit better. A little bit better. And I feel like 2 of those wins you got out of the 2 were with me.
Yeah.
They were.
Definitely.
I'm actually pretty sure they were.
I don't play very much, though, so in my defense. Hey, what do you think about Season 6 before we get off of Warzone altogether? I don't think we've really talked about...
I mean, the ground weapons are kind of whack. There's no more Origins, no more shotguns. Thank the heavens.
They took it out completely? I thought they just nerfed it.
They nerfed it, and, like, it's very rare to find. Yeah. I don't think it's gone from the ground weapons. It's just very hard to find.
Yeah.
And then whenever you do find it, it's really not worth having, you know, unless like you've got your loadout, which is like, then you're still going to have a dope ass Origin. But I switched up. I'm no longer using the Car 98. I'm now HDR focused when it comes to my sniper. And then that's about it. Yeah, it's fun. And it's not much different. The subway is pretty interesting. There were some pretty fucking buggy things happening whenever Season 6 dropped, where people would get the Val and shoot through 6 walls to kill you.
Damn. Sounds like some hackers, dude. Like,
yeah, you could shoot through rocks and shit. Like, basically, you could get the Val and then get you could shoot people. Like, basically, you could just shoot and you'd probably hit somebody. Like, like across the map. But there was also this bug where you could get like infinite stims, like equipment, and basically you could pick up the stim pack things, which like revives your health or whatever. And you could just chill and wait till the gas came and just sit there and keep healing yourself in the gas.
That's fucking awesome.
Which I never did. I am not a cheetah. So
for like 30 minutes until one of them gave up.
yeah, so Devin said he has witnessed this. But anyways, that's it for currently playing. If you guys want to let us know what you've been playing, please let us know in the comments or in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak podcast. We will talk with you about it. We are now moving into the topic of the show. Today's topic of the show is horror. That's not horror, but horror characters that should come to next gen Mortal Kombat.
Horror characters.
Horror characters. Yeah.
Oh.
So these are scary characters that should come to Mortal Kombat, but next gen. We want that to be in the next Mortal Kombat, not Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 12 or whatever they fucking call it. 12S or X or Max Pro, whatever it's gonna be. But so let's start this out. Brent, you want me to start? You want to start?
Either way, I can kick it off if you want.
Okay, you start it.
Okay. So my first.
Wait, how many do you got?
I've got. Let's see.
If you've got more than 5, let me start.
Okay, I got more than 5.
Okay.
But I've got 6, I think, yeah.
Okay, so let me start then, because you're probably going to have one that
At
I
least
already
one,
have.
yeah. There's not that many horror characters on there.
Well, I didn't limit this to just like movie characters or iconic movie horror characters.
Ooh.
I also brought in some game characters.
Oh, see, that's a good idea. That's what I should have done. I was just thinking movies, like an idiot.
Like a fucking ignoramus, dude. Okay, so one that I got is Jigsaw. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jigsaw as a fighter, he's going to be this old man.
He's got cancer. Scorpion's just beating the fuck out of
this cancer patient. Okay, so obviously he's from the movie Saw. All right, so
does he trap you? Or what the fuck is he gonna do?
Okay, check it out. All right, he fights like he's got like syringes and shit. He'll stick in you. He'll do some crazy shit. But his
Does he have the pig
fatality,
mask on?
yeah. Say he's got the pig mask. Fatality. He shows the opponent. Okay, so the fatality basically shows the opponent locked into like a he like puts a mechanism on your head.
Ooh, I like that.
And then like he says like, all right, you got 10 seconds or whatever to get the key out of your eyeball. Otherwise, this mechanism is going to slice your head into cubes. Now, you quickly start. It shows your guy like digging his eye out, and then whenever he pulls it out, the key's not there.
What
And
if
then
this
the
triggered a
thing
mini
closed.
game? What if this triggered like a really hard mini game, and if your fucking opponent could like finish it, they could like actually
They
start
can
the
stop
fight again?
the fatality.
Yeah,
no,
like-
that would completely destroy Mortal Kombat.
That would be fucking hilarious. I mean, like they'd still be like one hit from death, you know what I mean? But like it would be funny if like they could get back in the
out of
fight.
it.
You
No,
know?
I like the aspect or the thought of them digging their eye out and then there's no key. And then they're like, oh, and then the thing closes. And then
Okay.
you're like, ha.
So we're looking at like Saw 3.
Yeah, I'm looking
John.
at the fucked up Jigsaw. Yeah, okay. So there's no way out of this.
Okay,
You will die.
I like that. I like that a
Horribly.
lot. Okay.
Okay.
So my first one is kind of a weird one. It's from a Broadway musical. It is Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, the big killer plant from Little Shop of Horrors. Now, those of you...
The Feed Me Seymour?
Yeah, the Feed Me Seymour plant.
Okay.
Okay, I want him in the game, and I want him to be in a big flower pot like a piranha plant, and like he's just fucking eats people. You know what I mean? He bites them.
So this is like the Piranha Plant and Smash Bros type situation.
Yes.
Where it's just very weird.
Think Piranha Plant and Smash Bros, but super realistic and bigger and fighting fucking Mortal Kombat characters.
Okay, I like that.
He would have like a vine whip, and his fatality would be called Feed Me Seymour, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And he would be like, he'd pick
Be
you
like,
up in his
Feed
mouth
Me
and,
Seymour?
like swallow you down his throat. It'd be great.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Okay.
Got a little too crunk there. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Knock my whole gear off.
My next one is The Thing from
Oh.
The Thing. Okay, so
How would you do that? Just
so
like a black blob, just like, or would he like
he's
take
not-
over
he's not
characters?
a black blob. He's like a big grotesque blob. Okay, and the fatality brings up a list of any character and of all the characters, and you can use any of the fatalities. But at the end, your character then turns into the opponent he just killed and walks away. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, it gives
or you
it
could
like
start every match and it'd be like a random selection almost.
Yeah,
and it would like pick one of the characters.
except
isn't there
for
a
he has
character-
like his own moves. So like it'll be that character, but like you know, like it'll show you playing a scorpion, but you have the thing's moves, which are like you reach out and it's like you know, like a tentacle like
that
comes
would make
out
him
and, like,
different from Smoke or somebody too,
Yeah.
who can also kind of turn into other characters. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Like you'll always look like a different character, but you'll always be the thing. You know,
That
like
would
you'll
be
have his
sick.
moves.
I would play that.
Yeah. Very, very interesting.
Very
I would
interesting.
like to see. Okay. What you got?
Okay. My next one is gonna be Pennywise the Clown from It.
Ah, yes.
Okay, I just feel like he would fit in the game really well, like with
Yeah,
the vibe
perfect.
of all the other characters and stuff. And you give him the fucking gnarly teeth or whatever, you know what I mean?
What if like one of his like costumes was like the Tim Curry?
Oh
It,
yeah,
and
you
then,
could have
like,
Tim Curry it
yeah.
and Bill Skarsgård it. That would be
Yeah.
sick. And I think his fatality would be like, you know how like at the end of the part 1 where he like picks up the girl and like opens his mouth and like blows
yeah,
all
just
over
like
her?
yeah.
And, yeah, that
The
would be-
light,
the dead
like-
lights. Yeah, that's what it would be.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Or for some reason, you're just looking under a sewer.
he pulls you in. That would be fucking great.
He like hops into one and then pulls you in, and then just guts just start spraying out of it.
That would be cool. Or like he opens a sewer grate and just grabs you by the ankle and jumps down. You know?
And then as he's pulling you in, like the sewer grate is kind of like blocking it, so he skins you alive. And then
Or like the characters like grabbing with their fingernails and like getting
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
as their like fingernails are coming off in the
ooh,
wood
that would
and
be a
shit.
crazy fatality. Because with fatalities, it's so over the top. You gotta do
You gotta
every
make it
little thing
fucked
you
off,
can
yeah.
think of. So like the nails are just like being like grated on the cement and then just like
Yes.
pop off and then just like
Ugh.
oh, you know.
Oh, that makes me fucking cringe.
Some Happy Tree Friends shit right there. So my next one is Ghostface from Scream.
Gotta have Ghostface. He was on my list too, for sure.
Oh, is he? Okay, so
He fits so perfectly.
yeah, the fatality that I have for Ghostface though, this is play on the first one. So the fatality has the opponent deal a finishing blow to Ghostface, only to have the real Ghostface grab them from behind and stab them to death.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another fatality that would be great for Ghostface.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's a lot like your thing idea. So like basically it would be like the big reveal. Like you'd kill the people and then like he would take off his mask and it would just be a random Mortal Kombat character. Like you never know you'd never know which one it was, you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
he,
until
like,
the end of the match.
Yeah, he kills him and then it takes it off and it's like, oh,
Johnny Cage or
It was
somebody.
fucking
just-
Johnny Cage the whole time. Yeah, no, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. And there's a lot of different fatalities you could do with Ghostface.
Oh yeah, for sure.
but-
Put him in a tree or something like fucking the first movie. There's a lot of stuff.
That's
you
the
could
thing, though. I want it to be Billy and whatever his fucking friend's name was in the first
do
one.
from the first one. Jamie
yeah.
Kennedy. I can't remember what was his.
That
fuck-
wasn't Jamie Kennedy.
Dude,
no,
Jamie
it was
Kennedy-
Matthew Lillard.
It was Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy, right?
No, Matthew Lillard and the guy who looks like Johnny Depp.
I'm pretty sure Jamie Kennedy was.
He's
in, that.
in the movie, but he's not the bad guy. Jamie
Oh.
Kennedy was the good guy.
Oh, okay.
He was like one of the only like good friends.
The movie's like setting you up to think he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the other guy's name, Devin? What's his-
David Arquette.
No, David Arquette's the cop. That's Officer
Yeah,
Dewey.
yeah.
No, who were the two bad guys? It was Matthew Lillard, and then who's the guy that looks like Johnny Depp from the first movie? He looks like a young Johnny Depp. Huh? Yeah, it is Skeet. His name is Skeet in real life. Yeah, that's another name where, like, in grade school, you know, the motherfuckers would never let you live that down. It's a good thing he looked like Johnny Depp. Otherwise, he would have been fucking beat to death.
Yeah, Billy
Loomis,
Loomis. That's
yep.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Matthew Lillard's my homeboy, though. Okay, what you
Man,
got?
that's a good movie. Okay. So I would have to do Samara from The Ring.
That's my next one.
Oh, okay. We got to talk about this.
Okay. This is fun because we get to come up with the fatalities.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was your fatality?
Well, okay. I have two fatalities for her, actually. So You want to do yours first, and then I'll...
Okay. Mine was basically she just makes you watch the tape. And then like
and then she calls you, and then and then it goes through a whole 7 days of the next characters.
No, I was gonna say like maybe it's like a double fatality situation where like the first knockdown you have to get the fatality for it to work. For this specific fatality to work this way. So the first knockdown they watch the tape. The next fatality is the finishing up of that. So like it basically it's like they look over at the calendar and like it's like it drops real quick into 7 days and then she like fucking kills him.
I like that. Mine's not as creative, to be honest with you. I have two. One of them, she like it's kind of like my Pennywise one. She like pulls you into the TV with her. Like there'll be a TV sitting there, and she like grabs you and like pulls you through the TV.
Old school like.
And you're like screaming inside
tube
the TV.
TV.
Yeah, and then like after she pulls you in the TV, she pulls you down the well. Obviously. But then my other one would be like how in the first movie like they find the dude's body and he's like all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like twisty face,
like,
circle face.
I want him to I want whoever the victim is to like her just like kind of come at you and then like get over you like this and like do that and then like you just like it doesn't show like her face but like it shows her go over you and then like
and then it zooms out and it shows like Scorpion's face all twisted up.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I like that. Okay. No, wait, that was both of them, right? You went through both of your
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, my final one is Pyramid Head.
That's a good one. He would fit so good in the game.
Yeah, he's such an
All these
obvious
would fit
choice.
really well, yeah.
Yeah, so he would have his great knife and great spear as his like weapons for fighting, and then his fatality takes you into Fog World and you face your biggest fears. So like based on like the character's history or whatever, I feel like this is a very this would be a really hard one to incorporate like for the developers, but say like look back in Scorpion's history, like what's something that like he would have been afraid of. Whenever you do this fatality on Scorpion, it's always like customized to that character.
Like something different.
Yeah, a different like because in Silent Hill or whatever in that Fog World, like it brings up like your subconscious of whatever you're afraid of. That's why Pyramid Head exists in general, is because of the character from the first game. Like it's his like guilt and stuff created Pyramid Head. So like that's what should happen with each character, so like maybe what's his name, the actor guy in
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, like maybe he's afraid of like not being beautiful or whatever, or like being a good actor, like you have like this ugly version of him like appear or whatever and just like murder him or like something like that. I think it'd be interesting.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay, so my next one, I got two more. I'll launch them both at you. I want Candyman from the Candyman.
Oh, yeah, that'd just be creepy in general.
It would be creepy, and he's got the hook. He'd be a good fighter. You know what I mean? And you could do some kind of
stupid... throw bees at people.
Yeah, dude, the bees. That would be one of my...
Not the bees!
My two fatalities would be Behave, and he would, like, rip his chest open and swarm you with fucking bees in the face.
Wait, hold on. So is that like a play on Austin Powers with Candyman?
Oh, Behave, yeah. I don't know why. It would just work for me.
Behave.
Yeah. So he would bee the fuck out of him,
Yeah.
And then his other move would be Hooked on You, and he would like hook you and drag you off. A lot of dragging off. I'm dragging off.
Well, everyone's getting dragged.
Everybody's getting dragged.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Last night it just seemed like the thing to do in a horror movie,
Speaking of the hook, you could also get the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
They could be alternate skins for the same character.
Good call. Be like a Smash Bros. Like duplicate type character. Yeah.
Generic hook hand monster. And then I would have Chucky from Child's Play.
I thought about this one.
He would be like Yoda in Soul Calibur. You know what I mean?
He'd be fucking OP, dude, just because you could never land like
You'd
normal
never hit
attacks
a punch.
on him.
Yeah, you'd have to.
They'd have to find a way. Like maybe he's like taller, like I don't know how that.
Maybe
would work.
that's like his special move. Maybe he starts out as like the killer that is Chucky from the old movies, and then like he turns into the doll like halfway. Nah, that would be stupid.
Like maybe that's his power up or whatever. Like he can use it for a little bit. Like once you build up your power, like. Yeah.
There's a way you could do it,
But yeah, that's it. Devin, you got a character that we missed? Hellraiser.
Oh, Hellraiser, yeah. Pinhead.
Pinhead would be... I'm surprised Pinhead hasn't already made an appearance.
He would be perfect, really.
He's another movie, like...
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. What's
He looks like a Mortal Kombat character. You know?
Yeah. What's that little box? Doesn't he have like a little box? Yeah, that could Yeah, it's like Pandora's box. That would be like his fucking fatality. Yeah, I haven't watched that movie in so long. That movie used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. But anyways, that's it for the horror characters that should make an appearance in the next gen Mortal Kombat game. Now, we are done with the topic of the show. We're going to jump into the People's Champion.
Yes, the champion of the people. Okay, we got some questions here, and we've decided that the champion this week is going to be Jason Domican. Congrats, Jason. He says, any two video game characters combined to make the ultimate life form, who do you combine?
To make the ultimate life form? Like, as in, like he'd just be really cool to hang out with, or like he's just the fucking
the ultimate,
the swollest.
dude.
Like he's like, I'm gonna fucking like Super Saiyan God mode.
Yeah,
like, okay.
I think that's what I'm thinking. Super Saiyan God mode.
Okay.
You know?
In that case, video game characters.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Mewtwo.
And Kratos.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Kratos would be a good.
It's just Kratos as a furry.
Just running really, really fast.
But he's got like, he literally just looks like a furry.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
fuck anybody up if you were like
Or-
furry,
Yeah.
fast Kratos.
Yeah. Kratos.
Kratos.
Yeah.
I think,
Frito-Lay.
yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I think we can all agree.
Yeah. Jason also had another question on Instagram.
Oh, what'd he
said,
say?
completely random one again from me. What is your favorite fast food delivery location and why? So fast food delivery, like so they have to deliver. Does that mean like it can't be
honest,
DoorDash? Because DoorDash delivers everything, basically.
I don't know, man, because like there's, where we're at, there's not a lot of delivery options other than like pizza and Chinese food. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, even like I'm just gonna assume you just mean fast food in general. I'm just gonna cut out the delivery part just
Yeah.
because where we live, there's not really much delivery.
yeah.
Fast food, basically anything tacos. I'm always gonna go tacos. You
Can't
know,
go wrong with tacos.
Taco Bell, Taco Cabana, fucking, all the little. I guess it's not fast food, but like all the little Mexican restaurants that just everywhere.
Lately, I've been really digging Freddy's steak burgers. They're fucking.
Oh God, dude,
they're really good.
That sounds like next level. Like that's fancy fast food.
It's good as fuck. They've got these little bitty thin French fries. Yeah, it's like shredded up steak, all grilled.
God.
Oh, that's so good.
Where's a Freddy's?
They got one in Huntsville now.
What? Y'all got the next level
Dude,
shit.
Huntsville's blowing up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, y'all got a Chick-fil-A down there now, huh?
Yeah, we got Chick-fil-A. We got.
So you know it's next
Freddy's,
level.
We're kind of just doing it all.
All right. What are the other listener questions? Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Okay, we got Chad McLean here coming with the difficult decisions. He says, fuck, marry, kill Emma Watson, Emma Stone, or Emma Roberts. A lot of Emmas.
It's the trifecta of Emmas.
The holy trinity of Emmas.
Yeah. I mean,
man, that's a really, really tough question, to be honest with you. Like, let's just be real for a second, you know?
Okay. All right. So Emma Watson. Okay. Okay. Wait, Emma Watson, Emma Stone, and Emma Roberts.
You know who all these people are, right?
I'm gonna kill Emma Roberts right off the bat.
Dang.
Like, I'm just not. Yeah. And
Dang.
then I guess I'm going. Me and Hermione are just a one night stand, and then Emma Stone would be a Mary.
Okay.
You know, that's just an easy.
I'm
thing.
gonna fuck Emma Roberts. I'm gonna kill Emma Stone,
Damn.
and I'm gonna marry Emma Watson.
Okay. All right. I mean, you're gonna have to deal with that British accent for the rest of your life. No offense, Jason, but.
Oh.
And she'll have to deal with your American accent.
Yeah. Good question, Chad. That's deep thinking over here.
Yeah, lots of deep thought.
Okay, we've got Aaron Stern here. He says, "You excited for Black Ops Cold War?"
Yes.
Continuing that good zombie story. Oh yeah. See, okay, me and Aaron Stern go way back. First of all, we used to play zombies in the trenches back in the day.
In the trap.
We were in the trap playing fucking zombies. Okay, it was the best. We stayed up till all hours playing zombies, and we played that one that came out in Call of Duty Ghosts 2, Extinction.
That's not zombies though, right? That's the alien one.
No, that's the alien one. We
Yeah,
played that
that
one
was
too,
dope.
though. We were really into both of those. And anyways, but yeah, I'm really excited, Aaron. I'm looking forward to the zombies. This will probably be the first Call of Duty game I bought at launch in a long time. So.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna have to buy it just for the zombies. But yeah, so that's it for listener questions this week, guys. Thank you so much, Brent. What do you have for us for this round out of the show?
Yes. Today it's Brent's mystery game giveaway. The only show where you can win free games. Or
The
not
only show.
The only show.
There's not a single show on the internet that will give you free shit.
There's no other shows giving you free shit, you know?
Yeah.
Not like us.
Not like
us.
Yeah, we're the only one.
We're the only ones giving it to you.
You can go onto the internet and type in shows that give away free stuff at the end. You won't find a single one.
Nope.
Except for ours.
Yeah. Not with love. We give it to you with love.
And with a chef's kiss. Yeah.
Anyways, so this week's games, I'm going to start from least interesting to most interesting.
Ooh.
And believe me, guys, we got some interesting ones this week.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with Sky Hill, because I don't really know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
It might not be bad. You know, try it out. It's free. VB. By the way, these are all Steam games. I'm going to start over again, though, so don't type VB twice. VBPYH 8TJWVWZHMB. All right, so there's Sky Hill. Get that, you know. Next game we got is Fall of Light Darkest Edition.
Sounds like a bunch of words. Like game words. Fall of Light.
These are the only two games that are like really uninteresting, and I'm sorry about that. But I figure I might as well throw them out there. You know, somebody might be into these. 5T9M4 WTL9E D3PBI. Okay, moving up, slightly more interesting. We've got Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2.
Oh, nice.
This one is going to be 3VQZ8 NGP08.
Devin's taking all these as we say them.
Right. QATKL. So get that, you know, get in there. Now we're moving on to the premium shit, the good shit.
God tier.
God tier. We've got Castlevania Lords of Shadow here.
Oh.
This
I
is
don't
gonna
know
be,
if that's God tier.
It's
like demigod tier.
Yeah, you know, it's better than the other games.
Yeah.
LXA9Z 4C9HF M62LN. And then we got the big mamma jamma here. Your reward for staying with us for this whole however the fuck long we've been doing this. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain is going to be coming at you. It's 9FFW6 39RHD B69PE. And there you go. That's some free games for you, little bitches.
Yeah. Remember, guys, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/CreateForSanity, where we're also posting trailer reaction videos. Tomorrow's will be Fat Man, starring Mel Gibson. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle AlJafferJamel and Brent at BrentHas1. That's the number 1. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners, later.